don't think the bonus points actually mean anything to us, considering I've only been doing the story mode. Wonder what she's using as a practice target, and just how many pounds that massive bow is. Ooh, such a shame. But not much you can do when someone else flies between you and your intended target. It was a well-aimed shot, just a shame that this game is more focused on melee combat, and a bow user is kinda not gonna work out that well.
戦いの果てが見定められぬもの、戦いの果てに何も持たぬもの、いずれも戦場に立つ資格はない。
That's certainly rich to hear from a guy who didn't have any goals outside of what his lord told him to do in the previous campaign.
ですから、私は戦います。戦いの中でその何かを見つけるために。
The expression on his face practically screamed, "It took you that long to respond to what I said while you were doing target practice on the birds?" Well, maybe you have to be careful, my lord, but we'll keep fighting the same way we always have. Yeah, good luck with that, Tadakatsu, though I severely doubt you'll be able to completely crush them, since you aren't the player character this time. Yeah, Ina's bow doesn't look nearly thick enough to be used like a quarterstaff. Swinging the damn thing like that should have broken it into pieces, and that's when you don't take into account some of these guys are blocking our blows with swords. Seriously, slapping a wooden bow like that against metal swords is just asking for the bow to either break or just be sliced into, even if those swords aren't especially well maintained. This isn't a knock against Ina as a character, just the fact that she was made an archer in a series where melee fighting is king, so no matter how serious she is, she's doomed to at least seem a little silly. Well, at least we don't get a failed objective this time because someone crossed an invisible line. That's a small mercy. So I suppose it makes sense that this mission is going to be a little more merciful to Ina than Tadakatsu. This is her first mission, but it was his second. Well, that does it for the Asakura. Now for the Izai to make their appearance. Seems they didn't show up behind our army this time, just like when we were playing as Hideyoshi in the same mission. I know it's an overall minor difference still, considering how few differences in missions there were in the main game. You'll excuse me for taking any difference in the expansion as some extra effort that I wasn't expecting. Nice thing to say, my lord, especially since this is her first battle. Here's hoping she continues to get the chance to prove herself as this campaign goes on. we're certainly taking them down faster than I would have thought, considering we're using a bow like a club.
姫様お聞きください。あなたのような
Actually, Yuichi, she's the daughter of a samurai, so she's not really a princess in the same sense you are. After all, you're the sister of one daimyo and the wife of another. This is a battlefield and you decided to fight against us. You don't get to complain about us getting rough with you under this set of circumstances. Now, let's finish off what's left of the enemy officers in the area. If you wanted to avoid it, then you shouldn't have committed to this fight in the first place. Hell, our side is the one supposedly trying to run away. I don't think it's that difficult to understand. Okay, definitely feels weird to see how many we've killed, considering we've notched so few arrows into that goddamn bow. Well, what kind of idea were we supposed to have when you decide to start flirting with a girl in the middle of a battle anyway? It just seems like such an odd time to do something like that, especially if that's your first interaction with a person. It's easy to have perfect aim if you only shoot within spitting distance.